There is a pain you've been carrying for so long. It became invisible to the world, but unavoidable to your soul. It doesn't shout, but it echoes, not on the surface, but deep within. Achievement smiles rolls. But at night, when everything is quiet, the ache returns. It always does. It's not here to torment you. It's here to awaken you. You move through life as if everything is fine, but inside there's a weight you can't quite name. And she, or he, is not far. That version is not lost, just hidden behind survival, behind fear, behind the belief that your softness was a liability. You've built routines around this pain, about choosing to speak truth even when your voice shakes, the one who is still whole, even in the hurt, about choosing to love yourself even when the world forgets how to. It teaches us to silence it, to numb it, to outperform it. But real healing begins when you stop running and start listening, not with judgment. What if inside that ache is a door not to your brokenness, but to your becoming? You are the soul writing it, rewriting it, reclaiming it. You don't need to shrink your grief for someone else's comfort, but with tenderness, to grieve, to question, to shake, and still to return to love. Healing means remembering who you were before the world got loud, before shame was planted, before fear became normal, not by accident, but by resonance. Your spirit knew you were ready to feel, ready to forgive. Remember who you are and who you've always been beneath the noise, the one your pain has been pointing to all along. Step through it. Your truth is waiting on the other side, ready to finally see yourself with eyes of compassion, not comparison. You are meant to shine not despite your pain, but through it. Who listens to the inner knowing that says, even this, especially this, is part of the unfolding, not the love the world gives you, the love you give yourself when no one else is watching. This pain is not a flaw, it's a signal. What if the pain you're rehiding is the exact path to the peace you've been chasing? But you'll know it's happening when you stop betraying yourself just to belong. When your truth becomes more important than your image. It speaks the language of your forgotten self, the one you buried, in order to survive, to be accepted, to be safe. But that self, it never stopped calling. And this pain? It's the echo of that call. You don't have to be over it by now. Your journey is not on anyone's timeline. Healing is not linear. Sometimes growth looks like standing still. Sometimes becoming looks like unraveling. The world doesn't teach us how to sit with discomfort. You begin to see how the world shaped you, but more importantly, how you can now reshape your world. What if your hidden pain isn't a problem to fix, but a path to follow? Your emotions are not enemies, they're sacred messengers from the soul. We often confuse silence with strength, but real strength is being willing to feel. You don't have to have it all figured out. There's a version of you pure, intuitive, radiant waiting behind the noise. But your softness is your strength. Your sensitivity is your compass. When you sit with your pain, you begin to understand the root, not just the symptom. This isn't just about healing the past. It's about reclaiming the present. About choosing to be here, now, fully. Sometimes, what breaks your heart isn't the end. It's the beginning of finally meeting yourself. Not the version you perform, but the version you protect. We don't talk enough about spiritual exhaustion, about the weight of pretending, the fatigue of always being fine. But you don't need permission to feel. What you need is presence, stillness, and a safe space to say, I'm not okay, but I'm still worthy. Let go of the idea that healing means becoming someone new. You are not your pain. You are the awareness beneath it. You are not your story. There's a reason you are drawn to this message. Imagine if you treated your wounds like sacred portals, doors to deeper love, not marks of failure. This is not about rushing. It's about returning. Returning to the you who remembers, who trusts, who breathes deeper. Healing isn't glamorous. It's raw. It's messy. It's often invisible to others. This is what it means to rise not perfectly, but honestly, not with applause, but with integrity. You were never meant to hide forever. So today, breathe, feel, let your soul speak again. You don't need fixing. You need remembering. This is your portal. This is Ubuntu, a space where your voice matters, your healing matters, and your journey is honored. Subscribe to Ubuntu. Let's walk this path together.